Breaking news! Arsenal is now evaluating the possibility of making a late £100 million offer for an exceptional player compared to Alan Shearer. Additionally, the club is considering a last-minute hijack to secure the signing of a £13 million-rated striker before Friday's deadline. Meanwhile, rumors are growing about a potential Raheem Sterling transfer to Arsenal, with speculation about the iconic shirt numbers that could be available for him. Stay with me until the end of the video to check out the latest Arsenal news straight from the Emirates Stadium. But before that, if you're as passionate about Arsenal as we are, don't waste any time and subscribe to our channel right now to stay updated on everything happening with the greatest team in the Premier League. And without further ado, let's dive into today's top news. It seems like Arsenal might be gearing up for a last-minute move to bring in a new attacker before the transfer window closes, and it could mean they're ready to splash some serious cash. For a while now, there's been a lot of chatter about Arsenal needing a true number 9, with discussions about their lack of a classic striker taking center stage in recent transfer windows. Names like Dusan Vlahovic and others have popped up in rumors over the past few years, but in the end, the responsibility of leading the attack has fallen on Kai Havertz. Havertz has stepped up as the striker for Mikel Arteta, but that hasn't stopped the rumor mill from churning out links to new attacking options. Today, Alex Crook mentioned that Nico Williams might be a late target, and earlier reports hinted at a possible big money move for Evan Ferguson, which could be on Arsenal's radar. The potential deal for Ferguson is particularly exciting for Arsenal fans since he's a natural number 9. Given the hype around him, Ferguson could be a fantastic addition to the squad. Evan Ferguson has been the talk of the town ever since he made his breakthrough at Brighton under Roberto De Zerbi, though the 19-year-old Irish talent has been sidelined a bit due to injury this year. It's obvious that Ferguson has everything it takes to become a top-class forward. Naturally, with his rise, the comparisons have started pouring in, and you know it's a big deal when people start comparing a young striker to Alan Shearer. That's exactly what Chris Sutton did. Back in September 2023, Sutton made the comparison, highlighting just how highly he thinks of Ferguson's potential. He reminds me of a young Alan Shearer. That's what I see when I look at Evan Ferguson. I had the best seat in the house to watch Alan score a bundle of goals for Blackburn. The natural feel to his finishing, his physicality, his positioning. Sutton said, Ferguson is only 18, but already he is displaying the attributes which made Alan a total menace for Premier League defenders. Oh my gosh, there's no way I'm not going to say I'd take him in a heartbeat. We will see how it goes. Wright said last season. If Arsenal want to bring in Evan Ferguson, they're going to need to dig deep into their pockets. Brighton already showed they don't mess around when they sold Moises Caicedo to Chelsea for over £100 million. That's just how they operate. They want top dollar for their best players. A price tag around £100 million has been thrown around before, and it wouldn't be shocking to see Brighton stick to that figure now. Whether Arsenal can actually afford to spend that much is still up in the air, but with Ferguson being only 19, the potential return on investment might be too tempting to pass up if there's even a slight chance this deal could happen. Arsenal could still make last-minute move to sign world-class's winger before deadline day. Arsenal might be gearing up for a hectic finish to the summer transfer window as they juggle multiple deals both in and out of the Emirates. Mikel Arteta recently mentioned that his squad feels a bit light, so we can expect some action in the final days of the window. Real Sociedad midfielder Mikel Merino has just completed his transfer to Arsenal, and it seems they are still on the hunt for a striker, especially with rumors that Eddie Nketiah is in talks for a move to Crystal Palace. Arsenal could still move for Federico Chiesa. Arsenal have been linked with Juventus winger Federico Chiesa throughout most of the summer, and it sounds like his agent has even had some discussions with the club. It seemed like Chiesa was close to joining Barcelona, but now it looks like Arsenal and Chelsea are still very much in the race to sign him. According to Gazzetta dello Sport via Forza Juventus, both Premier League clubs are still keen on landing the Italy international before the transfer window closes on Friday. Chiesa has been left out of Thiago Motta's plans at Juventus, and it's rumored he could be available for a surprisingly low fee of just £13 million. Chiesa, whose contract runs out next summer, had a solid season with Juventus last year. The 26-year-old winger scored 10 goals and provided 3 assists, all while playing in all 4 of Italy's games at Euro 2024. Known for his incredible speed, Chiesa has even been dubbed world-class by SportsView. Rumors about Raheem Sterling are gaining strength. The Gunners have already bolstered their defense by bringing in Ricardo Calafiori and Mikel Merino for the upcoming Premier League season. With these additions, there's still room for more new faces in the attacking positions, especially after a few departures. Emile Smith-Rowe has already moved to Fulham, and Eddie Nketiah is on his way to Crystal Palace. This opens up the potential for another signing up front, with Raheem Sterling being one of the names linked to Arsenal. It's been suggested that the England international might be available to leave Chelsea this summer, which could make a transfer to Arsenal a real possibility. Raheem Sterling shirt number options at Arsenal. If Raheem Sterling makes the move to Arsenal this summer, he'll have some iconic shirt numbers to choose from, but he might not get any of his favorites. At Chelsea, Sterling wore the number 7, but that's now been given to new signing Pedro Neto. The number 7 at Arsenal is currently held by Bukayo Saka, and he's not likely to give it up. Sterling has also worn the numbers 11, 17, and 31 in the past, but those numbers are already taken at Arsenal. However, there are a couple of standout options available. The number 10 shirt, which is vacant after Emile Smith-Rowe's departure, could be an appealing choice. Number 13 is also free. Beyond these, most of the numbers are already in use by current squad members. Should Arsenal sign Raheem Sterling? With Sterling now available, the big question is whether Arsenal should go for him. If he hits his stride again, Sterling would bring a lot of experience and quality to the team, thanks to his past title-winning seasons. His ability to play across the attack would be a real asset, especially with Arsenal gearing up for a packed season with plenty of fixtures. However, there are some concerns about whether the 29-year-old can rediscover his best form at the Emirates Stadium. A hefty wage would add more risk to the deal, but Mikel Arteta is familiar with how to get the best out of Sterling, which could make the move worth considering. Arsenal expected to accept Crystal Palace offer for Eddie Nketiah. It's been quite the saga for Eddie Nketiah throughout the summer, with the striker linked to several clubs in the build-up to deadline day. As the Friday deadline fast approaches, Mikel Arteta is expected to part ways with a number of players, with Nketiah being one of them. The forward's 9-year association with Arsenal is poised to come to a close by the end of the week, with an update on his next step now provided. Earlier this week, it seemed like Eddie Nketiah was about to join Nottingham Forest, but the deal fell through, leaving his future uncertain. Since then, Crystal Palace has shown interest in Nketiah, and things have been moving quickly. It looks like a resolution is just around the corner. David Ornstein from The Athletic reported on Monday afternoon that Arsenal are likely to accept Crystal Palace's offer for Eddie Nketiah, with negotiations making good progress. Palace has put forward a bid of £25 million, plus an additional £5 million in add-ons, which is similar to the offer Arsenal had agreed with Nottingham Forest before the deal fell apart. This move is a great opportunity for Nketiah, allowing him to stay in the Premier League and develop under the guidance of Oliver Glasner. Nketiah's exit has been a long time coming. Getting £30 million for Nketiah is a solid outcome for Arsenal, considering the forward hasn't quite reached the level needed to be the main striker in Arteta's squad. With just 19 goals in 116 Premier League appearances, Nketiah's record hasn't been spectacular, but he's always shown a great attitude while representing Arsenal. Now at 25, he'll have the chance to prove himself in the top flight with Crystal Palace. It's an exciting opportunity for him to join Palace at a promising time as they embark on a new project at Selhurst Park. Well folks, those were the main news for today. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated on everything happening with our beloved team, you know what to do. Subscribe to the channel now and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any updates. Thanks for joining us, and until the next video.